Hello, gentlemen. Okay, today we're making Vietnamese pho. I'm going to be using chicken, and the style of eating this is you make the soup and then you add your condiments to the soup. Instead of just throwing everything in a pot and boiling it like we normally do, this is a little different. But you will need some key ingredients, so let me show you what we got. Okay, to make the soup stock, what you're going to need: a couple of sticks of celery, an onion, some garlic, and some chicken. Okay, after you have your soup made, you're going to need some rice noodles. They're on the international aisle. Get any brand you want. Just get some rice noodles. Very simple. You just soak these in water for about 30 minutes. Okay, now for the condiment plate. After you've added your chicken broth and the chicken to the noodles, you're going to have a bowl sitting there. This is what you add to that bowl. Okay? You're going to need some cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, don't use cilantro. A couple of green onions. Chop these into chives. Some bok choy. Cut those into bite-sized pieces. Green snap peas. A lime. Okay, and a pepper. You can chop this up and add it at that time, or you can cook it with the chicken. Now the last thing, to give it the international flair you need, you want to add some fish sauce. Now this stuff smells like a dead carp, but it does add a nice flavor to the soup. Or some of this. And this is Kiko Man. It's some type of dipping sauce for noodles, or soy sauce. If you don't like any of these ingredients, don't put them in there. But to get that international flair, you got to add some fish sauce. You got to add something weird. That's just the way it works. Adding a little salt. Okay, bring that pot to a boil, and we're going to boil that chicken for about 45 minutes to an hour. Now, I almost forgot. You don't have to add these, but when the chicken's cooking, hard boil some eggs, because after you make the soup, you take the hard boiled egg and eat it with your soup. Don't ask me why, but it tastes really good floating around in the noodles. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add these eggs. This is the lazy man way. You should probably hard boil your eggs beforehand. Okay, I put the rice noodles in a bowl, and I got some serious hot water going in on them. And they're just going to soak for about 30 minutes. Eggs are done. Okay, the chicken is done boiling. Now what you want to do is get it out of the pot. And then you want to cut all the meat off the bones, basically into bite-sized pieces. Put your chicken back in the soup. Alright, let's get these noodles going. Blow the roach legs out of your noodle bowl here. And this will keep them moist and soft. Okay, let's the pho begin. Here's really where the pho comes together. Got my noodles. We're going to get some noodles out of here. Put them in my bowl. Helps if you got some of these Asian looking bowls. They're nice because they're very big. Hard boiled egg. Drop that in there. Gonna add some bok choy, cilantro, love that. Putting some of the green onions on there. Some of those sugar snap peas. You can use whatever you want. Also with the soup, if you don't want the fat, you don't want the skin, skim the fat off and take the skin away. That's not part of my cardio diet, so that's not happening around here. Now, the best part is the chicken broth. Now I chopped all that chicken up, and it's still extremely hot. This is like one pot cooking Usually you got 3 or 4 people around you, and everybody just helps themselves. You know, this is perfect for a camp out. I mean, it'd be all kind of fancy. Now, fish sauce. This might not be your cup of tea. I do use this for hog bait, but it adds something to the soup. It does not smell real pleasant, but once it's in the soup, it adds something to it. I can't explain it. Now you can just add straight soy sauce. My daughter won't even touch that stuff. And they do make kikkoman. This is like for noodle dipping sauce, so I'm just going to add a little bit of each today. And this is just soy sauce. It's Maggi sauce. And add a little of that. Now, for the final ingredient, y'all, lime. Now don't blind your neighbors when you're squeezing this. And I'm just going to throw that in there. And mix it around. You want to get those noodles and everything all mixed up. And you want to let it rest a couple of minutes, you know. Because you want the vegetables to kind of steep a little bit. You know, break them down just a hair. I like all my stuff crunchy. I like all the, you know, the gristle from the chicken. I like all the chicken skin. I mean, I like the texture. Let's put it that way. A lot of people don't, but that's just not me. It's not part of my cardio diet. I got to have all that in there for me to be satisfied. So let me let this steep, and then we'll go test it. You know, taste it, see what happens. This is just a quick shot of the soup. I'm about to eat it. The lighting's a little bit better in here. Okay, y'all, let's check this out. Check the broth. Oh, it's good. This reminds me of a taco truck taco because it's got the cilantro and the lime, the lime and the onions. The chicken's in there. You can taste that. It's just awesome, and it's very filling. I wouldn't recommend going on my first date to eat this because it is kind of messy. You're gonna need some paper towels. You need to check this soup out. Really, it is very, very good. And you can make it any way you want. I mean, you got fish, you can use that, beef, anything you want. Awesome. Check it out, y'all. That's how I make my pho. I don't know where the hell they got that name, but that's just the way it is. Alright, thanks for watching. That was my signature move.